Hello and welcome to episode 51 of Captured Lightning. I am your host, the world famous Cheeseburger, head trainer of the Worldwide Wrestling Dojo, and we have our biggest title match to date. Tonight, a ghost from the past of Dylan Mesh finally gets his chance at revenge. The Rabbit Honey Badger, Ryan Mooney, former classmate and best friend of Dylan Mesh, now turned bitter rival. Ryan Mooney is back here at Captured Lightning and determined to leave as champion. But standing in his way is the most dominant wrestler in the Worldwide Dojo, the upstanding Dylan Mesh, and with John Lee Kirk by his side, Dylan Mesh is undefeated and unstoppable. And let's hear from the champion.
July 16th, 2017, I made my professional wrestling debut. One of my opponents in that match was none other than Ryan Mooney. Since then, these past 6 years, Ryan Mooney has been nothing but the biggest nuisance in my life. One step ahead of me every single time, constantly blocking me from reaching my goals. Well, you couldn't block me from this one. I became the Captured Lightning champion in spite of you, and now you seek to take that away from me. How typical. Well, this is not about our past. This is about the present and the future of the Worldwide Dojo, and you are not upstanding enough to carry that burden. You are but a disgusting animal. So now I'm going to do what's been one of my favorite things for these past 6 years. I'm going to hurt Ryan Mooney, and I'm going to beat him.
You know, there's a lot of history that exists between the upstanding Dylan Mesh and Ryan Mooney. Dylan and I came up together through the Worldwide Dojo system. Traveling town to town, running on zero sleep, tearing rings down, and then getting up the next day to do it all over again. All of it together. And Dylan, nobody has ever wanted to see you succeed more in this industry than I do. And look at what you've turned yourself into since I've been gone. You have become the pinnacle. You've become the top of the food chain here at the Worldwide Wrestling Dojo and the Captured Lightning champion. But see, the problem is, your legacy in this building is tainted because you have never beaten me. Everything you've done, I did it first. Wrestle a match. Wrestle for a world title. Beat Delirious. All of it, I did it first. So tonight, I have come back for one reason and one reason only. To assert my role at the top of the food chain. Take back the Captured Lightning Championship as property of Honey Badger territory.
So, Dylan. Come on, Dylan. Respect the trophy. This match is for the Captured Lightning Championship.
And thank you for joining us here tonight on episode 51 of Captured Lightning as we see the Rabbit Honey Badger, Ryan Mooney, cash in that #1 contenders medal, finally getting a chance to get his hands on the upstanding Dylan Mesh and that Captured Lightning Championship. And the tension here in the air here at the Worldwide Dojo is so thick you can cut it with a knife. Big fight feel here tonight. Referee Sharp starts the match and we are underway. Ryan Mooney right away going at Dylan Mesh. Dylan Mesh going at Ryan Mooney. Ryan Mooney aiming for those ankles. Dylan Mesh missing that stomp. Ryan Mooney gets the advantage, gets the sweep and the cover. Dylan Mesh out right away. Both of these competitors know each other so well. They came up together in the ROH Dojo 6 years ago, right before it became the Worldwide Dojo. Training together under myself, Delirious, and Will Ferrara.
This is Honey Badger territory.
Ryan Mooney reminding Dylan that this is Honey Badger territory.
This is your outstanding world. And before all that, this is the Worldwide Dojo, and you and I train here. We got a lot of history here, okay? But may the best competitor win. Come on.
Strong words by Ryan Mooney. Looking for that handshake from the upstanding Dylan Mesh. Oh, Dylan Mesh going for that boot, but Ryan Mooney knows Dylan so well and saw that coming from a mile away.
What was it? Explain it to me.
Dylan Mesh currently trying to bargain for his boot back, but Ryan Mooney swings him around, aiming in with those leg kicks, now switching to the chops. Ryan Mooney, the striker, one of the best strikers here at the Worldwide Dojo. Fast and furious is the Rabbit Honey Badger. Ryan Mooney puts the brakes on the ropes, leapfrogs over Dylan Mesh, hits the ropes. Ryan Mooney with an ode to his trainer Delirious, fakes Dylan Mesh out. Swings him through and comes in with the flying clothesline. Dylan Mesh, one of the only students in the Worldwide Dojo with a win over Delirious. Delirious, a man that has trained myself and many others here at the Worldwide Dojo. Dylan Mesh loving to flaunt that win, taking advantage over Ryan Mooney with that knee. And there we see John Lee Kirk floating on the outside. John Lee Kirk may be the X factor in that match. In this match, Ryan Mooney needs to keep his head on the swivel. Dylan Mesh and John Lee Kirk have become a dangerous, dangerous combo here at the Worldwide Dojo. Ryan Mooney grabbing the collar of that shirt of Dylan Mesh. Dylan Mesh's ring attire may have backfired on him. Ryan Mooney creates some separation, charges back in, and raking the skin of Dylan Mesh. Ryan Mooney told me he likes to specifically sharpen his nails for this purpose, for when opponents that wear tops such as Dylan Mesh's dress shirt. Ryan Mooney was raking right through that shirt onto the skin of Dylan Mesh, and now coming in with some punches to the head. The 10-bell salute. Ryan Mooney taking that tie from Dylan Mesh. Dylan Mesh pushes him off. Ryan Mooney, that tie still in hand. Dylan Mesh never leaves his house without his trusty tie. Dylan Mesh once again trying to bargain with Ryan Mooney. Ryan Mooney thinking about it. And Ryan Mooney decides to put the tie on and cinches it in. That tie is on tight. The schoolyard trip to Dylan Mesh, rolls him back. Kick to the arm. And Ryan Mooney charging up with the spin wheel kick. And fans of Capture Lightning, have you ever seen a honey badger with a tie? Dylan Mesh doesn't know where he's at right now. He's trying to find his way to create some space here from Ryan Mooney. Ryan Mooney is all over him. Again, Ryan Mooney catching that boot. A smack right to the face of Dylan, sending him into the ropes. Pulls him down. Another smack. Dylan Mesh holding on for dear life, trying not to tumble to that apron. Ryan Mooney sends him down again. And the big slap. Dylan Mesh right to the apron. Ryan Mooney still wearing that tie. Maybe thinking of in a tire change here in the future. Seems to be fancying that tie. It's the ropes. Misses. Dylan Mesh going for the Jerry Lynn drop kick. The Jerry Lynn leg drop, excuse me. Missed the mark. Dylan Mesh ending up on the apron. Ryan Mooney sends himself out. And the PK, the penalty kick on the apron. Oh, Ryan Mooney needs to keep his eye on John Lee Kirk. John Lee Kirk maybe risking disqualification here for Dylan Mesh. Ryan Mooney borrowing that chair from Eli Isom. Forcing Eli Isom to stand and watch as he brings the punishment to Dylan Mesh. And the boot right to the side of the head of Dylan Mesh sends him to that concrete floor. Ryan Mooney taking a breather here to wet his mouth with some water. He grabs Dylan Mesh up and sends him back into the ring. Right now, there he is, John Lee Kirk making himself known. Oh, Ryan Mooney right away getting the equalizer with that steel chair. Backing John Lee Kirk off. Ooh, smart move by Dylan Mesh, popping that rope into the neck of Ryan Mooney. Oh, getting that tie. Oh, sends him back first into those turnbuckles. That is why I was talking about the presence of John Lee Kirk allowing Dylan Mesh to gain the advantage over the Rabbit Honey Badger. The Rabbit Honey Badger might be regretting putting that tie on. Dylan Mesh going to work on that back. Using that tie to pull Ryan Mooney spine first into that ring post. You can see the welts on the back of the Rabbit Honey Badger as he crawls trying to get himself into the ring. Oh, John Lee Kirk in with another cheap shot by John Lee Kirk. And the referee did not see it. Dylan Mesh had referee Shark distracted. Again, this dangerous duo of John Lee Kirk and Dylan Mesh gaining the advantage. Dylan Mesh rolls Ryan Mooney in. Using that button-up sleeve to rake over the eyes of Ryan Mooney. Again, referee Sharp needs to get this tie off of Ryan Mooney. Dylan Mesh is using it at every opportunity to take advantage of this match. That tie is still firmly around the neck. Ref Sharp doesn't want to see his match into disqualification, letting it slide a little bit here, but needs to be careful. This is a dangerous weapon in that ring. Ryan Mooney hopes to win this match. He needs to focus on, 1, getting this tie off, and 2, keeping his eye on John Lee Kirk, and 3, getting the advantage over Dylan Mesh. Dylan Mesh firmly in control right now. Sends Ryan Mooney off. Oh, and here it comes. Oh, going for the lumbago backbreaker, but Ryan Mooney saw it coming. That's what I'm talking about. Long time history of Ryan Mooney and Dylan Mesh. Ryan saw it coming. Comes in with the victory roll to Cazadora. Goes that buzzsaw kick. Dylan Mesh pops up with the drop kick. And moves like that are why he is the champion. Dylan Mesh staying on Ryan Mooney. Dylan Mesh becoming a bit of a rabbit honey badger himself in this match. Is absolutely unhinged from a man that calls himself outstanding. And once again, Dylan Mesh with the tie, the backstabber with that tie. Ref Sharp needs to get control of this match.
He's still good.
And this tie around the neck of Ryan Mooney might ultimately lead to his downfall in this match. Dylan Mesh continuing to work in that lower back of Ryan Mooney. You see the redness popping in from all these attacks. Ryan Mooney mounting some offense. Going back to that striking. That's where his advantage is. On Dylan Mesh taking a page out of Ryan Mooney's book with the biting. Swings Ryan Mooney back first into the turnbuckle. That might be it. Ryan Mooney is in a world of trouble. And once that lower back goes, it weakens your legs, it weakens your arms, it even weakens your neck. Every part of your body relies on that power coming from that lower back. And if that is compromised, you're in a world of trouble. Dylan Mesh sending Ryan Mooney off the ropes, coming in with that forearm shiver to the spine. Once again, sending him off again with that forearm, laughing maniacally as he does it. Dylan Mesh getting him up for a third forearm shiver. Ryan Mooney comes back with the clothesline out of nowhere. Sending Dylan Mesh to the mat. This might be the opportunity Ryan Mooney needs. But he needs to get this tie off of his neck. Sharp checking on both competitors. They're still in this match. Dylan Mesh up to his feet first. Ryan Mooney kicks the clothesline away. Comes in. Back to that striking. Back to his bread and butter. Dylan Mesh blocks the kick, blocks it again. Ryan Mooney follows in with the back elbow. Jumping enziguri misses his mark. Ryan Mooney slips out. Bates Dylan in, blocks the forearm again. Gets him behind, going for that half Nelson suplex. Dylan Mesh dropping the base. Dropping his base, fighting out with those elbows. Arm dragging Ryan Mooney out. Ryan Mooney with his own fake out into an enziguri connecting to the back of Dylan Mesh's head. Enziguri right on the big head of Dylan Mesh. Ryan Mooney gets him up to half and half. Slams him to the mat. Ryan Mooney finally getting that tie off of his neck. And now he's gaining the advantage. Going in for that sunset bomb. The sunset bomb doesn't completely find his mark, but it did enough damage to send Dylan Mesh to the mat. Only a 2 count. Ryan Mooney normally likes to do that sunset bomb into the buckle. Didn't quite hit the mark, but enough to get a 2 count on Dylan Mesh and gain the advantage. Ryan Mooney finally free of that tie from around his neck and free to whip Dylan Mesh. But John Lee Kirk once again coming to the savior of Dylan Mesh. Dylan Mesh once again using John Lee Kirk, his protege, his best friend, to gain the advantage. Both competitors going up to the high rent district here. Dylan Mesh looking for a superplex on Ryan Mooney. Ryan Mooney fighting out of it. And Ryan Mooney, the rabbit honey badger, biting the neck of Dylan Mesh, of his longtime rival. Ryan Mooney going up to the top rope. Charging in, missed the mark. Dylan Mesh rolling elbow right on the money. Dylan Mesh going for eternal happiness. Ryan Mooney elbowing out. And Dylan Mesh connects with the B-double-L. A little tribute there to one of his trainers, Will Ferrara. Trainer of both Ryan Mooney and Dylan Mesh and many others here at the Worldwide Dojo. Shout out to Will Ferrara and the B-double-L. Only a 2 count. Dylan Mesh now calling for my finishing hoop, the Shote palm strike. Something I never taught Dylan, but he's going for it. Ryan Mooney counters out though. Very improper technique by Dylan Mesh, and that may have cost him. Ryan Mooney hits the drop kick into the corner. Sends Dylan Mesh to the mat. Dylan Mesh doesn't know where he's at right now. Oh, and I know what Ryan Mooney's going for right now. If he hits this may be it. The Shadows overheld the finisher of Delirious, another tribute to his trainer. And there, John Lee Kirk is once again saving the day for Dylan Mesh. But there's Lucas Twitch the Sangro, sends John Lee Kirk into the ring. Twitch is all over John. Ref Sharp needs to get some control. Dylan Mesh with the low blow, using this chaos to gain the advantage. And that might be it for Ryan Mooney. 1, 2, and 2. Only a 2 count. Ryan Mooney kicking out that low blow. Dylan Mesh. We saw him beat Miles Penn with this. Dylan Mesh calls this the Grand Agony at Japanese Stranglehold mixed with the Camel Clutch. Dylan Mesh is pulling back strong. And that is it. Ref Sharp stops the match. Your winner via referee stoppage. And once again, and still, your captured Lightning champion, the upstanding Dylan Mesh. In the dark days at Captured Lightning continue as Dylan Mesh remains your Captured Lightning champion. And we see John Lee Kirk, the X factor of this match, presenting that trophy to Dylan Mesh. And unfortunately, the Twitch trying to help Ryan Mooney may have cost one of his friends the match. And we know about the history between Twitch and Dylan Mesh. No love lost between these two. And a strong showing by Ryan Mooney. So close, but unfortunately was unable to get the victory. Twitch trying to explain himself to Ryan Mooney. Ryan Mooney's having none of Twitch's explanation right now. Things getting a little physical here.
Hey, buddy, I'm on your side, okay? He was gonna interfere.
You're on my side?
Yeah, I'm on your... Would you give me 1 second to explain?
And fans, thank you for joining us for Capture Lightning. Ryan Mooney and Lucas Twisted Sangro having a bit of a disagreement here. Hopefully these two can work out their differences. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.